welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading on what is making you physically attractive to other people right now. Why are people physically attracted to you? And even before we jump into the reading, I do want to announce 28th March I will be teaching my advanced Thoth Tarot course. So if you're interested in learning the Thoth Tarot, do sign up. Again, limited seats, hurry, and don't miss out because you're going to be really diving deep into the Thoth Tarot, and that's happening on 28th March. And 27th June, I will be offering my witchcraft course, so do sign up for that as well. And I genuinely love the anticipation for the witchcraft course. So, you know, that is happening 27th June. It is so happening. And yeah, a lot of y'all are not subscribing. I did see a lot of y'all did subscribe. I'm very grateful. I saw the percentage reduced. It's now the not subscribed returning viewers are 55%. So thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm genuinely so grateful for you, and I really hope that the other non-subscribers get inspired and they subscribe. Help me help you, honestly. And having all that now, let's jump into the reading on why are people physically attracted to you, right? By number one, we have Triumphi della Luna Tarot. By number two, we have our Syllabuska Tarot key. By number three, we have the Thoth Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, please subscribe, please share it with your friends, and yeah, do sign up for my courses if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the very beautiful Triumphi della Luna Tarot, this is your reading on why are others physically attracted to you. And even before we jump into the reading, I do want to announce that 28th March, I will be teaching my advanced Thoth Tarot course. So if you're interested in learning that, do sign up. And there will also be a witchcraft course happening on 27th June. So if you're interested in learning tarot and witchcraft, do sign up. You can hit me up on my email to get more details, which is given in the description box below. You can also reach out for the same if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me. And now let's move forward to the reading on why are others physically attracted to you. Okay, pile number one, we have the Emperor, the Fool, Three of Swords, we have Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, we have Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and we have the Chariot. Why are people physically attracted to you? You have a very domineering presence. We have the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. So there's something very commanding about your presence. People always do take notice wherever you walk into the room. And I do think you're very conventionally good looking. You could be very handsome, very beautiful, wherever you fall on the spectrum, but you're definitely someone everyone would sort of at least turn around once to look at. So you do have a very eye-catching beauty. That's how I would sort of describe it. People do see you as a heartbreaker too. So I don't think a lot of people do approach you because maybe this is their own insecurity, right? And we have Nine of Pentacles in the center of the reading. So what is making you more attractive now more than ever, I would say, is the fact that you're really standing in your independence. You're really asserting your self-reliance. And people can really see this. People can see that, you have cultivated a world for yourself. And maybe, it's a world apart from other people. So people can really see that you're very, very self-contained, and therefore you're not very needy, which makes people be needy for you. It's just how weird human psychology is, right? It's just how flawed human consciousness is. So I think there are a lot of these projections, while you're just doing your own thing in your little garden that you have cultivated with a lot of your own hard work and a lot of your own blood, sweat, and tears. And people don't always understand how can you be so self-contained? Because I don't think people who are attracted to you, I don't think they're very self-contained. Maybe you do attract players. We do have the Knight of Wands. And since you are so beautiful, pile number one, again, there is this projection of, you being the player, which I don't think is the case because I definitely feel you have a very sensitive heart. I do think you wear your heart on your sleeve. You do give me this lover girl, lover boy energy. And I do feel, you've had your own fair share of heartbreaks, but you have healed, and it's like whenever you heal, you do get more attractive. You do get more magnetic, right? You're more whole. And looking at the cards for it, to be very honest, pile number one, just to give you true, honest advice, is maybe it's better for you to be in your Nine of Pentacles energy. I know it's easier said than done. You know, it's easier to just settle, right? But know that there is so much more for you, I feel. And yes, there is still some self sabotage. I do see that with the Eight of Swords. You're definitely, being your biggest enemy like you have always been. Nothing new. But I do think it has its own perks, because when you expect nothing but perfection from yourself, yes, a lot of your projects might not make it, but the ones that do make it, the quality is far beyond than what other people are doing in your field, right? So I think you need to maximize your strengths when it comes to whatever your output is over here, whatever your work is. We have the Six of Cups and Four of Cups. To go deeper beyond your beautiful exterior, there is joy within your heart. And I think that is what people are seeking, right? People are always seeking joy. So you do help people in a way tap back into their own sense of joy and simplicity. And it's maybe the small things, right? Because I do feel very calm in your energy. And I like this because it feels very similar to my energy in a way. So there's definitely a lot of emotional balance. You could have a very well placed moon. That's what I'm getting because I'm a Taurus moon. So I do think that helps a lot with just feeling emotionally balanced. So I think you could have a Taurus moon, not just Taurus moon. Taurus is exactly exalted at, I think it's 3 degrees of sidereal astrology. At, it exalts in Kritika Nakshatra or the Pleiades. So maybe you have a connection there, or you could have, even if you don't have a Taurus moon, you could have a very well placed moon, which, despite the ebbs and the flows of life, despite all the pain, despite the trauma, you're able to detach from it and you're able to let it wash away so you can be born again in a way. And yes, I'm getting this alchemical process, but I don't feel very fiery. I feel it's more like water. I feel your alchemical work is more watery and more in the realms of your own subconscious and the astral. I definitely feel that energy. Because the last 3 cards are Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Chariot. So It's almost like you have this magical energy of, taming your own beast, definitely, but also taming other people's beast. And it is like a enchanting magical power. I think that's the best way I can say it. And it might take you some time to do it for yourself, but once you do it, you truly become unstoppable. And that's why you always get a new beginning. And it really perplexes people that how do you stay so young at heart. People don't see the work you're doing underwater, right? People don't see the work you're doing when you're submerged, right? When you're not in the public eye, right? When people don't see you, people don't know what you're up to, right? People don't see all this constant effort you're putting in to prune yourself and to better yourself, right? And it takes a lot of diligence. It also takes a lot of, honestly, Virgo placements or Earth placements, right? To really get your things done with like a sense of meticulousness, not not leaving any stone unturned, and not being inconsistent with it, right? You're also very self-aware. I think it's also that. I don't think most people are self-aware, but I do feel you are self-aware. So whenever you do come across someone who's not as self-aware, you're going to teach them a lesson or two, whether they like it or not. And I do think, by number one, this era of your life, you are supposed to be, in the limelight in whatever way you want to be. And this is truly your time to shine. I feel things are only going to get better for you moving forward. I do see new beginnings, and you'll truly realize your own self by really standing in your power for a long time. I think it will give you it'll give you certain kind of wisdom that again is only available to you because, again, you've done this work, and you take action. While people are chilling, you're literally working. I do feel you're working on the weekends. I don't think, you're out partying on the weekends. And there's nothing wrong in partying. It's just, I think that phase of your life is over. You know, you're very you're very locked in. I think that's the best way I can say it. And nothing more attractive than someone knows what they exactly want, and the ability to go after it and get it, no matter how much pressure is on them, right? You always find a way. That is attractive to people. Like I said, people are perplexed how you do what you do, because from the outside it looks like magic, and it is. It is magic, isn't it? By number one, I think the best way I can describe you is, you are like a shooting star, and you cannot help but look at a shooting star, right? It isn't such a hurry to go, but even just getting a glimpse of it, it changes our consciousness in a way, right? It makes us more hopeful. It makes us feel that there is more to life. And I do think this is the sort of wonderment you really get to people, you know. And I do get to see certain meteor showers really late in the night. And it's very rare. It's like one or two, but I do always manage to catch a glimpse. And it is a very ethereal feeling, right? So it's that rare occurrence with you. People would definitely say that they don't come across someone like you very, very often. And I think because of that, people just don't know what to do with you, right? People get really hot and bothered. I think that's the best way I can say it. You know, and I do think people are like always trying to impress you, even if that's not what you want, right? You just want to have like a normal conversation, but I think the more you understand that, human beings are inherently flawed, and it's best to have like zero expectations from people, and still, be able to give love and receive love. I think that would be like the formula of mastering being human, But then again, it's it's easier said than done, right? People also feel you're hiding something. So I do feel you're very calculated, and in terms of what you're projecting outwards, right? Which is good, it's just more mystery, and people like mystery, right? Especially in this current times where we live in, right? Where, just everything is like on the internet. And there's nothing wrong with it, right? There's also so much knowledge. But, people are clearly not watching the knowledge, but people are watching other things, right? So even in the noise, people can hear you. I think that's the best way I can say it. People might not always acknowledge you, people might not always come up to you, but they do always see you, you know. So keep being what you're being, because it's clearly working, right? Your magic is working very well. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 2, we have card number 42, card number 49, and card number 46. And card number 42, we have this witch and the devil making a pact in the forest. There is this essence about, you being the most forbidden fruit in the forest. You do have that sort of energy, I would say. And again, I do think there's a lot of this fantasy of, what it would be like to be with someone like you. So maybe you do attract people who come from very different worlds, right? So there is a lot of this speculation, right, about even wanting to be accepted. This could be a same-sex thing, not necessary. It could even be an intercaste thing, right? Like, or like an interracial thing. But you do attract people who are very different than you. And I do think that area of conflict is something very karmic for you. You're supposed to resolve that karma. That is why it's happening. It's not just happening randomly. And I do think you're intuitively blessed. You will always figure the way out. You're not going to stay stuck for a long time. I do see that. And whoever hurts you, I do think there is divine intervention. Even if you can't see it, people are being punished. Whoever troubles you, right? I do see that. And I know it's not in your nature to even want to punish people, but just know you're getting your justice, right? That's always good to know. Any other message? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 1. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you do like the video, please subscribe, like, share. I'm seeing a lot of you are not subscribing, so please do subscribe. Asking you very sweetly to subscribe. And if you're interested in learning the Thoth Tarot, you can sign up. We start on 28th March, and the Witchcraft course will start 27th March. So you can definitely sign up for my Witchcraft and Tarot course. And you can hit me up for a private reading, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. pile number two, if you chose the Syllabuska Taroki, this is your reading on why are people physically attracted to you right now. And even before we jump into the reading, I do want to announce that 20th March, I will be teaching my advanced Thoth Tarot course. So if you're interested in learning the Thoth Tarot from me, you can definitely sign up. I'm also offering a witchcraft course, which will happen 27th of June. So if you're interested in learning witchcraft and tarot, do sign up. You can hit me up on my email to get more details. And you can do the same if you are interested in getting a personal reading from me. Now, let's move forward to the reading on what is making you physically attractive to other people right now. Okay, pile number two, we have Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, King of Swords, Lovers, Six of Wands, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Arcanum 18, Lentulio, and we have Ace of Cups. What makes you physically attractive to other people? Why are people physically attracted to you? Pile number two is you almost have like a halo around your head. I think that's the best way I can say. You can definitely be extremely spiritual. I am getting spiritual energy over here, so. And by that, what I'm getting is, yes, people are physically attracted to you, people are magnetized to you, but it is happening for a deeper spiritual reason. I know that's not what a lot of y'all want to hear, but I do feel your beauty is extremely mystical, and I do think you're supposed to awaken people, I think it's a part of your soul mission. And I know this reading is not about that, and a lot of y'all get upset when, I start channeling other things in the reading, but that's what I'm honestly getting. It is kind of connected. And I think what you have to learn to do in this lifetime is to maximize that. Definitely, put a lot of effort in the way you look, but understand that there's a deeper current running, and I know you can feel it. So try to feel more into that, because I think a lot of people will sort of be redirected to you, and you will be able to help a lot of people. And you will be able to do that successfully, whether it be, for a long time or some time, right? You'll not be able to help everyone for a long time. So understand that these are like transactional karmic relationships that you will be coming across. I do feel that, I number two. So you're not just attracted to anyone, and yes, a lot of people are attracted to you, but again, what I'm trying to say is there is something deeper happening over there, and that is what you need to. The more aware you are of that, the easier it will become for you to go through these human experiences. I think that's the best way I can say, because Arcanum 18 in a traditional tarot would be the moon. It's not in this deck though. But I am getting that, there are things that are very, very hidden. People see a very pretty exterior, but you might be good at digging information out of other people, but people don't always get that information out of you, and people might even say you are a bit of a heartbreaker because of this. Because I think most of the times you are in this position where, you're teaching a lot of things, even to your romantic interests, right? And the line gets blurred, and you need to be able to navigate these relationships a little better, and you will be able to. I'm just not so sure about the other person, so I do think you've really tried to be with a lot of people, but it hasn't really worked out for you, because you do have a strong conviction within yourself. You don't get stirred easily. I would even say to a great extent you are very stubborn. But your inner compass is always on and you're always listening to it, which is not always the case with most people, even the most people that you attract. So, therefore, it doesn't sustain, and I feel this has been a problem for you. But the more you heal, the more you will be able to attract the better person in. Because the reading ends with the Ace of Cups. So, again, people do fall in love with you. I would say a lot of people do also fall in love with you. It's just, I don't think you fall in love with them. And I do think you are also going through a bit of this heartbreak. And, even if you had the person of your dreams or whoever you're hurting over, you would still not be satisfied. Pile number two. So it's really up to you to take out this gray cloud over yourself, and realize there's more love in the situation than you give credit for. Because you're always winning. And I think this is what is really attractive about you to people, that you are like this winner. I do think you keep to yourself. I do feel that. And I don't have to lecture you on boundaries. I can see that you're very good on it. But if it comes to the right person, I would say it's the best thing to do is to wait, and to continue to help other people ascend, because that's what it is with you. I know this is not what you want to hear. A lot of y'all will be upset, but you're here on a spiritual mission, by number two. And if there's anyone who can pick up the load and get the work done, it is you. So understand that you're chosen, and being the chosen one isn't as fun, for at least a long time in the beginning, right? So keep being the winner. It's definitely a victory streak. I can see you have overcome a lot of things that were really supposed to like break you in, but you've only come out stronger, and you're only better for it. So people could be very attracted to your eyes. I don't think you always say a lot, but I think your eyes do say a lot about you. And there's a sense of regalness in your energy. People are attracted to that as well. People know you're going to be doing great things, and who doesn't want to be a part of some good history, right? So people know you're going to be doing some great stuff. And on the Ace of Cups, we have this writing in Latin, and I'm not going to read it, but I think it means fate guides me. So again, something about your inner compass, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, and Trust me, a lot of people don't know what they're doing or where they're going. They're just taking one day at a time. So this is very attractive. This sureness, and I do sense a sense of urgency and a sense of hurry for you to get to your goal. You're also very good at salvaging things. You know, you're very good at strategically getting to the best outcome for yourself always, and also having the power to enact your will and see it all the way through. You know, so people know being on your side is always like being on the winning side. There's no doubt about that, by number two. And I am feeling a bit scattered in this reading, feeling a bit all over the place. So maybe what you need to do is, take a few deep breaths and, just give yourself some time and not overwhelm yourself, because I am also feeling a bit of overwhelm right now. So know that whatever you're trying to achieve will take its own sweet time, and it doesn't mean that you don't lay down the foundation and the bricks right now, right? And also give yourself the break whenever you need to from time to time. Don't burn yourself out over here. That's also something that I'm seeing. What I'm seeing in my head is like if someone threw a rock at you, you would probably like polish it, break it up, find a diamond inside it. You're that kind of a person, and no one could ever be bored of you, you know? There's always there's always something new with you, Pailamba, too, and people love this. You keep people on their toes, you know. So that's definitely a thing over here. Gonna shuffle some more cards. Okay, pile number two, we have card number 39, card number 51, and card number 12. You heal people. I think I think that's the easiest way to sort of sum it up over here. People you give people a new beginning. You give people a new chance at life. You sort of resurrect people, pile number two. And the ability to resurrect is a very Venusian thing. Like if you look at the Indian texts on Venus, where Venus is like a masculine god, he goes and he prays for a long period of time in his penance, and he gains the ability to resurrect. So you resurrect people and their soul. And I think that's why you maybe attract the very unusual types. I do think that has been a problem over here for you, pile number two. But again, I do feel that it's whatever's happening is extremely karmic, so you should just let it happen. And soon enough you will meet the right person. So don't be in a hurry to be with your person also. It is divinely ordained, no matter how many even spells you do, just to be very honest. Because I know a lot of witches watch me. You're just not going to be able to attract in the person before time, So you just have to wait and keep doing a good thing, even if really, you get impatient from time to time. So your physical attraction, pile number two, is sort of like a spider's web, I would say. And you're not leading people to their demise, but you're leading people to their spiritual awakening, whether they like it or not. And that's why a lot of people do sort of run away or mess up things around you. So understand it's going to take someone as powerful as you to be with someone like you, right? And keep healing people. I do think you're getting a lot of good karma, which will materialize in this life or the next. So keep doing your good work. Don't stop. I feel a lot of y'all are at the edge and you're kind of want to stop. So don't do that. Please continue to heal people. It's important. It's also how you will heal. You will not heal if you're not able to heal other people. Again, it's a part of your karmic contract. Yeah, card number 12 is just confirmation on that. And I'm a healer too. It's really frustrating at times, right? So give yourself a day and just get back to work then, card number 2. I think that's all there is here. But you're a beautiful spider. You are like a black widow. There is something very forbidden about you, and rightfully so, right? What you're hiding is a lot of this mystical energy that you have. And people are always transformed whenever they have any interaction with you. So understand your own power. And just bathe in that, right? And bathe in your own power for some time. It'll heal you itself. Focus on more material things. Focus on staying in your body more. I do feel you're doing a lot of mental work, spiritual work, psychic work. So ground your energy more. Feel more connected to the senses, to your body, to the ground. It's really important. Otherwise, long period of just disassociating and leaving your body, it does lead to sickness. So specific message for someone, I guess. I do feel a lot of y'all don't enjoy being in your body, so do whatever it takes to start enjoying being in your body, because it's important to be in your body as well, to sort of drift away. I know this reading was a bit all over the place, but that's all I'm getting. So I guess it was a very specific message for someone. Yeah. That's all I have. Again, file number 2 is it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of you are not subscribing. Please like the video, share, and if you are interested in learning tarot, 20th March we're starting the Thoth Tarot, and 27th June we will have the Witchcraft course. So do sign up. You can send me an email to get more details, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the very beautiful Thoth Tarot, this is your reading on why are people physically attracted to you. And even before we jump into the reading, I do want to announce I will be teaching my advanced tarot course on the Thoth Tarot starting 20th March. So do sign up, limited seats. And 27th June, we will have the Witchcraft course. So Thoth is happening 20th March, Witchcraft course is happening 27th June. do sign up for these courses. You can send me an email to get more details, or you can hit me up on Instagram. And you can do the same if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me. And now let's jump into the reading on why are people physically attracted to you? What makes you physically attractive to others? Okay, pile number 3, we have adjustment, we have Seven of Wands, we have the Empress, we have Hermit, we have the Chariot, we have Queen of Swords, we have Princess of Wands, we have the Universe, and we have Four of Cups. And I was smiling because I was just noticing the World card on the book cover, and it's funny that the World card came out. I should have just said it, but I didn't, because it's just I don't have the habit of saying every time something comes to my mind, which I need to start doing anyway. But I think what makes you physically attractive is the lower part of your body. I think you're very curvy in the right places. You could have a very beautiful derriere. Your thighs. People are always looking at your legs. I do think that is what is physically attractive about you. Definitely your behind. You definitely have a very curvy body. I'm not getting like lean figure. I'm getting a more fuller figure over here. So, very voluptuous, very curvy, very soft on the edges. And a lot of men like that. A lot of men like that, you know. So, and we have the Empress. So again, you are extremely feminine, man, woman, wherever you fall on the spectrum, it doesn't matter. You know, you you are extremely feminine, and this is what makes you physically attractive, because you do refine things. You make yourself pretty. If you wear makeup, people love that. There's this regalness in your energy, and all of a sudden I feel very clear. Like I was feeling a little cloudy in pile number 2, but I'm feeling very clear all of a sudden. So maybe you give people a lot of clarity. You help people make changes that they need to make before something bad happens to them. I do think that is sort of like your spiritual mission. That did come out for pile number 2 as well. So you help people. I think you're placed in people's lives where, you know, where they're going through something and they're about to make a big blunder, but oftentimes they don't make it because of something you suggested or something. So again, it's just the way, God places you in certain situations. People love that despite this strong feminine energy, you don't suffer fools gladly. You will cut people out, and you defend what you truly believe in. You really fight for what you believe in. And yes, you are the empress on your throne, but when it comes down to it, you're not afraid to be the hermit who is going into the underworld. You're not afraid of being the chariot, who has to sit and go inwards. Well, at least in this chariot, right? Because what he's holding is like this alchemical portion, and the journey is of the Merkaba. So it doesn't matter, what role you're playing. And I do think you play a lot of different roles. You play a spiritual role, you play the role of the mother, you play all these different archetypes and roles, but it's not who you are. And I hope you know that, you know and who you are is not these roles. I think you need to get more in touch with who you truly are, besides all these roles that you play for people. you know I do think you have to inquire that for yourself. I think only you will be able to come up for an answer, and the answer doesn't have to be linear for a question like this. You know, so people try to place your identity by what you do, but it's not enough to describe you, because there is more depth there, and you're not just this one thing. You know, You are a mirror. You do reflect to people what they want to see within themselves, they don't want to see within themselves, the good, the bad. People will behave with you the way they behave with themselves. If they are good to themselves, they will be good to you. If people are not good to themselves, they will not be good to you. And I'm sure you've experienced the whole range of that. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Hermit. So again, there is this energy of solitude. I think what makes you more attractive is the fact that you can stand your ground and you can stand your ground alone. You don't need a lot of people around you. You don't need a lot of people to even have fun or to do your work. You're very good at doing things on your own. And you can be alone for long periods of time, which is which is intimidating and attractive about you by number three, I would say that. And we have the Princess of Wands. So again, you are always looking for new horizons. There's always a spark within you, even if you're hiding it, people can sense it, right? People can sense you're onto something new in your own world. You're onto some new spiritual quest or some new metaphysical quest. There is that energy to you. So you do light up when you talk about the things that you really love. That's the energy I'm getting here as well. I do think you attract a lot of people. I do think you attract different kinds of people. And you're also very good at eyeing everyone out. You know who's good for you, who's not good for you. So your discernment is very much there. It's very easy for you to discern if someone is going to be good for you, and you're usually right about those things. I would say people are most physically attracted to you when you're not looking for anyone or anything, when you're just in your world doing what you're doing, working on yourself. I think that's when people are the most physically attracted to you. Pile number three. So only when you lose interest in someone do they get interested in you. And I do feel there's a karmic nature to that as well over here. And I think what you're in turn teaching people is emotional stability. You're teaching people how to be emotionally stable in situations like this. You're very good at seeing the beauty in things. And again, this is your good karma. You do have a good Venus placement. Check your Venus. It could be either in Taurus, Libra, or Pisces. And even if you don't have that, you have cultivated this ability to really see the beauty in things. And it hasn't come easy because only the most Venusian things that hurt us the most and we hold on to the longest, right? Whether it be art in our minds or like lost love or in any Venusian thing, right? Those are the things that it takes us a lot of time to get over, right? And I think that's the impact you have on people. You're like a silent killer, by number three. People realize, people do realize the effect you have on them. It's just a lot of times they appreciate the lessons you taught them. You might not always be around, but people do appreciate the lessons you teach them. You are like the sun. You do shine very very brightly, and you help a lot of people by just merely existing. I hope you know that by number three. I really want you to know that, a lot of people are inspired by you. A lot of people do take inspiration from you, whether it be the way you speak, what you say, your clothes, whatever it is. You are here to inspire people, and you should take a lot of pride and joy in doing that, and giving yourself enough love as well, right? Because I do see you always giving love, but you're not always getting it. So make sure you're giving yourself enough love. I think that's also important. You help people see. You help people see the things that were in plain sight, but they couldn't see before. You you unravel like a new layer for people. I think that's what I would say. Like a new dimension that they can peek in through. So you have very potent energy by number three. I hope you realize this. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number three, we have card number two, card number 22, and card number 30. What makes you physically attractive is the fact that you're not afraid to stand out from the crowd. You're not afraid to lead the pack either. You can do both the roles very well, and it's also your accomplishments. It's also the music that you make, could be actual music or metaphorical music, right? Whatever you create over here is what makes you attractive. People are very attracted to what you have to share with the world, right? And again, whatever you make is is like an extension of you, right? It is it has your consciousness in it, and in a way, people are experiencing you through your work, right? So there's a lot of importance on that. Whatever you're doing is very healing and enchanting to a lot of people. So keep doing what you're doing. Pile number three, and I do think you are a bit of a giver, but you are a bit of a sad girl as well. Pile number three, I do see that. I feel this is my pile of people who listen to Lana, and I know a lot of my viewers are like Lana fans, which I love. I'm so grateful to have Lana fans as my viewers. So it's okay. Give yourself the time you need to feel your feelings. But then get back to work. You know, what I usually do is I allot myself like 45 minutes at the end of my day where I allow myself to feel whatever I want to feel, whether I'm angry, sad, whatever it is. And I'm okay the next day, instead of just wallowing in that feeling. So you are a busy bee, I feel. So, keep this advice in mind moving forward, because something sets you apart from other people, but that is your power, and you're supposed to lead the pack by number three. I think that's the best way I can say. You know, your nose is always onto the new thing before everyone is, and your intuitive abilities are also working in wonderful ways to really show you what's up. So lean more into it. I think the more you're aware of your gifts, nicer life becomes. You know, so keep doing what you're doing because you're killing it, and don't stay in your sad energy for too long. You know, people need you. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. That's all I have for pile number 3 seconds of general reading. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like, please subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of you are not subscribing, not cool. Please subscribe, I'm asking you sweetly. And if you are interested in getting a reading from me, if you're interested in learning the Thoth Tarot, or if you're interested in learning witchcraft, you can sign up. My email is given in the description box below to get more details, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you.